am here for a public service announcement. That's right. I am here to raise some awareness regarding the New York Giants. Mainly because I feel like they're being slept on. And it's a crime because this team isn't far off, and people need to realize that they are a dark horse contending team in this 2021 NFL season. Before we get into more as to why people are sleeping on the New York Giants and why we are here to provide a wake-up call, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Now, the New York Giants are not only a slept-on team, they are a team that is going to put the NFL on notice. Here's why. We need to take a look back at the past before we can get into the future. Let's look at what Daniel Jones and the Giants and company had to deal with last season. Finished 6-10. Okay, their division is relatively weak anyways, so it's whatever. Almost made the playoffs, by the way, but neither here nor there. Daniel Jones took somewhat of a step back, completing 62% of his passes and 11 touchdowns, down from 24 in his rookie year. Also threw 10 interceptions. Now, just looking at 11 and 10 isn't exactly pretty, but I'm not willing to say that this man still can't play, because especially given what the man had, Saquon was injured really early in the season, so your identity of the entire football team is out the window right away. Not to mention the fact that as the season got rolling, it just didn't get any easier for the Giants, who still made some good strides. They definitely made some plays, made some games look harder than they should have been, and they put some teams on notice last year. Let's talk about the leading wide receiver. You had Sterling Shepard, who caught 66 balls for 656 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay. Evan Ingram, I'm still not exactly sure what to expect from him, even though I love what I see. Kyle Rudolph, I think, will even provide some things. If Evan Ingram can stay healthy, cold take here, or hot take, however it goes. If Evan Ingram can stay healthy, I think he could be the best tight end in football. He has that kind of potential. He does. If he can get on fire and if he can stay healthy for a certain amount of time, he could be one of the best tight ends in football. That's how talented I think Evan Ingram is. But we'll get into more of that another day. You got Darius Slayton, who caught 3 touchdowns as opposed to 8 in his rookie year. Again, I think that was mainly attributed to Daniel Jones not exactly taking a step forward in year 2, but I don't think that's going to happen again. This team, from top to bottom, before the offseason, which we'll get into in a second, there was little remnants, little pieces of promising things. There really was. And to be second place, and we didn't even get to the defense. I mean, Leonard Williams, in my mind, had possibly one of the best years I think I've ever seen him have in the NFL. I mean, you talk about a guy that came out and just took care of business. I mean, I don't think I've seen him play like that even when he was with the Jets. I mean, a career high in sacks with 11.5 and his third most total in total tackles. I mean, I think I saw him come alive. And you also talk about the fact that the Giants have a guy by the name of Dexter Lawrence out here who I think is really underrated and deserves some respect. Had 4 sacks last year. Definitely a guy to keep an eye on. But at the end of the day, there are pieces on every level of this team that people need to be aware of. It needs to be known right now that there are a lot of pieces on the New York Giants team, and there's no reason to sleep on them. In fact, it is probably unacceptable to sleep on this team because of what they've got brewing there in New York. And quite honestly, I think it's also another reason to be excited is what they've done in the offseason. Now let's get into it. You talk about getting a first round. You talk about getting Kadarius Toney at 20. Trading down and getting more draft capital, which I loved, by the way. I believe they were at, 11-10 or something like that. But you get Kadarius Toney at 20, who will come in right away and be a threat, a huge receiving threat for Daniel Jones and company. Just further bolstering that wide receiving core for the New York Giants. And then you come back in the second round, you get Azeez Ojulari. I mean, I had a first-round grade on Aziz. I really did, and I think a lot of other analysts did as well. You got a guy that put up 9.5 sacks his junior year, or excuse me, his sophomore year, what was considered a sophomore year, after 5.5 sacks in his freshman year, excuse me. So you got a guy that put up 15 sacks in 2 years at Georgia. He can fly. He can make plays. I think he can cover in the NFL. I mean, a first-round talent in the second round, still there. Aaron Robinson, love what I saw with him out of the University of Central Florida. Ellerson Smith, out of the fourth round, he's got surprisingly great length, great speed, got some size to him as well. I think he could do some great things in the NFL. I think he could be a really, really fun prospect. So when you combine that, and there's some other players that we're excited about, obviously Gainwell and everybody, Brightwell, as well as also Rodarius Williams. But I really think that this entire Giants team is closer than we think. They are going to be, they're going to put the NFL on notice rather quickly. You talk about, you got Daniel Jones back. I think he's going to take a step forward this year, especially with the weapons of Saquon Barkley being back. They got Kenny Golladay in the offseason. You got Kadarius Toney. Sterling Shepard's respectable. Darius Slayton. Evan Ingram. They also got Kyle Rudolph. I mean, man, I am excited for this year for the New York Giants, because I really think that what they've got brewing, especially on the offensive side of the football, they went out and retooled some things on defense. As usual, Laurie, I'll never say his name right. I'm so sorry. But this is a team to be excited about, and this is a team to take notice of, especially as the season gets closer. It's not wise to sleep on them, because they could make some noise, especially this year. But let us know what you guys think as far as the New York Giants being slept on. Wake up call, ding, 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 because hey, we feel they're being slept on. So let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Now, if you'd like to follow us on all social media platforms, down in the description below, you will find all of our social media handles. So make sure you guys go give us a like and a follow there. Check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. Give us a follow and subscription on iTunes as well. That's where you'll find most of our huge videos, our longer videos, excuse me. And finally, if you have anything you'd like us to cover, make sure you guys also go onto our email and send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. But with that, what are your guys' thoughts on the New York Giants being slept on?